Okay, the reason we are like, I guess, interested in Path of Exile 1 again. Okay, just for me it was like this. I didn't even think about Path of Exile 1 until they said, I'm like everyone else. Like, until they told me there wouldn't be a new... Until they told me there wouldn't be a new season, I didn't care about Path of Exile 1. But when they told me they wouldn't make a new, then for some reason I was really interested about Path of Exile. But
it's a genius move.
Yeah, but like, and it's so strange because I didn't think I was like that. But like, even though I'm not as angry as everyone was, maybe. But I still thought, I said, the moment they told me there wouldn't be a new Path of Exile league, I felt like I need to play Path of Exile. The only thing I want to do is play Path of Exile. Like, for real.
Yeah.
So,
and then one day after, we're making 19 new ascendancies.
Exactly. We have no one working on this game. And we won't...
but we will make it 19 new ascendancies in a week. No problem.
Okay, but let's talk about the boring things first. Like, this will be Settlers League. Yeah, that's...
Settlers League is cool, but not in Roofless.
Yeah.
Like, it it's the same thing as Diablo 3. Like, all I'm doing is shipping boats because that's the most profitable way to play the game.
Yeah. Actually, that was a horrible feeling in Roofless because you're like, from the game, I get like 15 Chaos Orbs and 30 Orb of Alchemy in the whole league. Like, no, but something like that. You get a lot fewer, and then you're playing like using the boats, and then like every boat can be the same as playing 15 maps, kinda. So
for sure. You get more than from one boat than you get from playing maps all day.
Yeah. So the only reason
playing maps is
the only thing you need to play maps for is like getting gold.
It's still fun to play maps and like such.
Yeah.
And it felt nice to have like few things to actually try to six-link something for once.
Yeah.
Because that was very, very hard in earlier leagues.
Yeah, I felt like the only like you always stopped playing because you couldn't six-link an item. That's like every time. That's how you stopped every league. I feel like you bought fusings for like all your currency.
Yeah.
And then you didn't six-link it, and then you stopped playing.
Yeah. But that's been my way in every league in Path of Exile. Like, I have a moment where Chris Wilson can decide if I'm going to continue or not. Where I spend all my currency to buy fusings and wall orb.
Yeah.
So, like the chest I want, like I need it to be 6-link.
Yeah.
And I need it to survive the wall orb. And if it does, I will continue until the league is done. But if it doesn't survive, I will quit. And sometimes Chris Wilson wants me to play more. But sometimes, most of the time, he doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Did you 6-link in Roofless?
Once I did, actually. But then I had a 5-link mine Cloak of Defiance, which survived a wall orb, which got me like some kind of +1 resistances or something, and then I used a tainted fusing, which was not cheap.
Yeah.
To 6-link the walled. That was the first Roofless League, which was Sanctum, and I had a super good character for Sanctum with Shockwave Totem.
What did you play Cloak of Defiance?
Yes.
I'm just looking at it now, and I feel like I've never seen this item before.
The one with the mind over matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And but since they cared about Ruthless so little, they hadn't changed the Sanctum rooms.
Yeah, right.
So they were the rooms with like the fire, which you needed to have flame dash to survive.
Yeah.
But there aren't flame dash in Ruthless, and there weren't any. What's it called? Blink now
Dash.
or dash? There weren't any dash either in the first League of Ruthless.
Yeah.
So when I was in the endgame Sanctum and got killed by that bullshit, that made me quit that league.
Yeah, no, that's. It was so simple. They released Ruthless, and then they released and then the league mechanic was all about moving, and Ruthless removed all movement skills.
Yeah.
But Lakey, do you want to see? I'm going to talk about the teaser thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to look at it at the same time on your computer, or do you want me to talk about it?
I know it by.
Okay.
I know everything.
Okay, you know everything. But what can you tell me about what's the new map system? There's no Atlas now.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old Waystones, and it's kind of like Sanctum. Like a Sanctum run, you put in some idols, which has modifiers on them. You will use the same thing now. It's kind of like you put in idols that will modify your map, and apparently they will be like thrice as powerful as the Atlas was. Like if you really want to use, only want to play Harvest, you can easily do it with these idols.
Okay, so that's the only way you put in the map and you put in these idols, and that's what making the map. That's what makes the.
You also have the normal ones where you can choose and pay for a league mechanic.
Okay.
You also have that, and it seems like they're adding a new ones as well, like alluring abyss and stuff like that.
Okay. And you can still put in scarabs and things like that, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have no idea. I kind of like it. I'm not so I don't love the Atlas, but I'm playing.
I'm very tired of clearing the Atlas.
Yeah.
But I love that skill system, but I don't love that they force me to play every tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 map when I really want to play a tier 10 map.
Yeah.
So
these drop in the maps, I guess, and then you put the idols in the map device.
Yes.
But so you can have the same idols, and they are used in every map.
Yes.
But that thing you just said, not completing maps, I think you will need to complete maps to open up the slots in the idle inventory. Don't you think that?
Yes, I think they are boss related though. You need to kill certain bosses and that's probably so end game that we won't reach it. But
we will just have one idle in all the time.
Yeah, but maybe not. I think they said that you have 26 slots in the beginning and 32 when you something like that.
Okay. So there's there's some of them locked behind the bosses. So that's a big thing about this. So it's settlers, but also this. That's kind of too much for me. I just wanted them to remove the settler thing. Just play normal Path of Exile with this.
Yeah, the settler takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's so different to just playing also. But I guess they don't have time doing it. But another thing, I feel the only thing they said was rewards and things like that is getting to level 80, I think. If you get level 80, you get the armor set.
Yeah, but the armor set looks so bland.
Can you see it? Can you see it somewhere?
Yeah, you can see it in the trailer.
In the trailer. Okay, I won't find.
It looks like whatever. It's not.
But I think they are so bad. I thought that in Path of Exile 2 also. I feel like they are bad at making cool armor sets. They all look the same.
But they made so many now. There's nothing left to do.
Yeah, maybe. because now everything looks like you have glowing eyes, you have like something on your back. You're like every armor set is like glowing from the inside in different colors.
Yeah.
And that I think they have some really cool armor sets in Path to Exile 1, I guess. But all right, let's now. Okay, what do you want to say?
I spent Christmas.
Yeah.
This Christmas, looking at every armor set they sold on, because they had like 50% off on money transfer MTX.
In Path to
And I
Exile
looked
1.
at every single one they had for and they have like there's so many like the website crashes when you try to look at it. There's so many.
You have to use YouTube.
Like they made everything you can think of. They've got it.
I like those like I like the one that has like a skull chest. I like the ones that's a little bit more laid back, maybe. I think they're cool.
Yeah, there are like 4 versions of. You kind of look like a assassin from Oblivion. Like 4 versions of that one.
Yeah.
So if you want to look laid back, you can buy it for different times.
Yeah, exactly. But I have that. I play with the one where you just have a lot of pelts on you, like the trapper or hunter set or something like that. So I like those kind of sets. Okay, but let's talk about the Ascendancy classes. Should we talk about? Should we go through? Should we talk about what we want to play, or no? Let's just talk about them first, and then we can talk about what we're gonna play. Should I? I will show this at the same time. I think people will be able to see it. But it's a bit small, maybe. Okay, now it's bigger. So the first one is Daughter of Ushabti.
Yes, I think this will be the most popular one.
Okay, why?
At least in Ruthless, because it's the old Affliction League one, where you get move speed, life, resistance, and move. What did I say? Double defense is the last one.
Was that like I can't remember. Did you get new ascendancy points in that, or?
Yeah, you get like a subclass in the Affliction League.
Right.
Which is really, really good for Ruthless.
Does this class have many? Does this class have a lot of things from different subclasses from that?
One of them points is from the Affliction League, which is just like it's so good. Like for one ascendancy point,
you get
all of that.
Okay, Oath of the Magi. Basically, this is if you don't socket things. So if you don't socket the body armor, the defenses are doubled. If you don't socket the helmet, you get 60% to all resistances, which is like insane in Ruthless, because the biggest problem you have is and that's just one. This would be good if it only said, like now I'm talking Ruthless, which we're playing. If you don't have any sockets in helmet, then you gain 60 to all resistances. That would be like the best ascendance point in Ruthless.
Or just the move speed alone.
Yeah, 30% move speed if you don't socket the boots, 30% increased maximum life if you have no gloves with socketed items. And like even if you don't, for me playing Ruthless is like the body armor. I can socket the body armor, but 30% movement speed, 30% maximum life, and 60% elemental resistances for not socketing the like small items with only 4 slots. But until you have a 6-link on the chest or the weapon, you can, like, I can have my attack skill on a 4-link glove because it will be 4-link on the chest as well. You know what I mean? Exactly. Exactly.
So in Ruthless, it's just like so good, especially if you play with a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah, you can use it. Exactly. You can socket the weapon. And there are some other things here. There's like stacking evasion, grasping vine, sacred wisp. I don't even know what sacred wisps do.
I can tell you.
Okay.
If you play a 1 skill, the Sacred Wisps will copy your skill and like do them for you. There's like a 25% chance that the wisp will do the attack as well. And if you're beside a unique, like a boss, it will increase to like 50%. And in the beginning, you have 2 extra wisps that help you. But with this ascendancy, you have 4 wisps. So if you're at a boss with this ascendancy, it will be like your 5 of you attacking it, like, and it will instantly die.
Okay. So that's a wand skill, basically, because the next one is spell slinging. Spell slinger. Oh, yeah. Okay, and then there's some things about shrines. You can get trigger level 20 lesser shrine when you kill an enemy, and gain a random shrine buff every 10 seconds. So
yeah, and that can be an acceleration shrine.
Yeah, the shrines are good. Like I think the offensive shrines are good. The defensives are kinda good, but since you can't, like, you still have to max your defenses because you can't count on getting one of those shrines all the time.
But you might get less one shot if you are lucky.
Absolutely, you will be lucky sometimes.
Like if you play a boss, you can wait for 10 seconds, like until you get a good buff.
Yeah,
also,
that's true.
And like play around it.
So this one feels really good, I think.
Yes, I'm leaning towards playing this actually. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I want like Kinetic Blast is my favorite skill. Okay. And it like when it came out, you could use a Frost Wall. Like if you had Frost Wall and do it behind a boss, you could Kinetic Blast the Frost Wall, and every projectile would like shotgun the boss and it would die. It was super fun. And they nerfed that, and since then it's been hard to use Kinetic Blast on bosses.
Okay.
But with Sacred Wisps, I think, and this thing, it will be like easy peasy again.
What does Kinetic Blast even do? It just
it's a mega cluster of small attacks around it. It clears packs like in one go.
Okay.
Pew.
This looks really
but
good.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as good at single target. But with the Sacred Wisps, it might be.
Okay, so that's the first one of where many. The next one is called Whisperer.
I love this one.
And I
have to whisper everything.
Okay, this is like mana stuff. I'm just gonna say it. The first one, you gain mana from dexterity instead of intelligence. The next one, physical damage is taken. 100% of physical damage is taken from mana for life. So like
this is so much fun.
Yeah.
In Mind Over Matter, but twice as good.
Yeah, even more.
Like, this is so insane. Like, Mana Region is not hard to get.
No, this makes you only need mana basically, if you want to.
And it also, while you stack mana and gain defense, you also stack damage in this ascendancy because you can read on.
Yeah, we can take that. Increased mana cost of skills. Attack skills have added lightning damage equal to 4% of maximum mana. So, if you're playing attack skills. Gain 10 rage after spending total of 200 mana. But that's spending, so it's not like losing from taking damage. Okay, mana flasks. This one feels so insane, I think. 4 to minimum frenzy and power charges.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that so good?
It's insane.
Like 4 frenzy charges, like, isn't that like 80% increased damage or something? Plus,
if you stack mana, have that node, and have blah blah blah, the lightning damage one. Like, just it doesn't matter what skill you're playing, you will be so survivable and you will do so much damage.
Yeah, this feels real, especially since you can take the one that gives you mana from dexterity. So you can play like if you're, because you will be at the wrong, you will be like at the wrong place in the tree, kinda.
You'll be a ranger, won't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is ranger. Both those two have been ranger.
Yeah.
And this increases and reductions to spell damage also applies to attacks at 150% of their value. So, yeah. And isn't there like... Yeah, I don't know how everything will work, but you can stack mana. And then there's blind and stealth. Blind and stealth.
Yeah, the blind one is fun.
Yeah, blind is nice. There are some nice notes about this. And then the last one in Ranger. I don't think I read this before. But it's the Wild Speaker. Did you read this? Did you read everyone?
Yes, but remind me.
Okay, this is the one with the aspects buffs.
AVN and like these are things that came after I paid a lot of attention, so I don't know what this aspect does. I have never played with an aspect myself.
I think they always give you like a passive skill, I think. So like, let's just say aspect of the cat. Speed. Aspect of the cat. Let's just check. I know the spider one because I looked that up before. So I think this is how all of them works. It's like in some way it gives you a buff with a duration, and this one gives you critical strike, stealth, and avoid damage. And it also increases your agility and attack speed for a longer duration. So I think they're like cycling through passive buffs. This gave a lot of things. This is like summoning things. Yeah. I don't know if I should read. This is about aspects of cat and AVN, and also summoning things, basically.
Yeah. And I have a hard time with those kind of buffs, which like it's hard to tell. Like, is this better than just do another thing that gives me damage or not?
But I think
I've never played around with that.
I kind of like this build because it, like this one, I think this one opens up a lot of builds. Minions deal 1% increased damage per 5 dexterity. That I guess that your character have. And increases and reduction to minion damage also affect you at 150% of their value. So this gives you damage too from dexterity. Because but like I like when they open up the thing, like being an attack character that can also have minions. I think that's cool. It's
but
like a
will it be as good as just being a minion, or just as attack?
Yeah, we don't. I think we know. They're so hard to talk about things like this, where there's just like there's so many skills that you don't know what they do. Like we don't know what the aspects do. We don't know what the spectral wolf is doing. That this gives, but it looks cool. And like I mean the vision of being like melee character that runs around with like wolves and things like that. I feel like it's a cool image. Okay, Marauder. This is the one I was thinking about. Antiquarian. But I don't know anymore. We can talk about what we want to play after this. But this have one part of this is about ward things. You gain ward from your armor, and then you get better ward, and then you get adrenaline when ward breaks. And most of these things already exist on items from what you call it, the exploration, the expedition league things.
Yeah.
So all of these buffs I think exist already in the game if you get the right items. And then that's one part, and then there's like a strength part where you have the first one is you have no intelligence and you gain 150 strength, and then 1% increased duration per 10 strength, which is like you get a lot of strength. But the thing Many duration
the duration thing is interesting with poison builds, is it?
Yeah, kinda. But the thing about having no intelligence, it does not remove like the poison skills, but I guess it removes all the all spells and things like that that have duration. Like blight. Like blight is a thing that can stack 20 times. The blight channeling skill. But since you have no intelligence, you can't use it. So I don't know if they have like the no intelligence thing. I think it's just like a safe thing because I didn't want to think about all the spells that you could use.
Yeah, but there's gonna be an item that transforms your strength into intelligence or something like.
Maybe
someone is gonna find a hack.
And then I don't know, yeah. And then then the last part is your hits can't be evaded and 50% reduces dexterity. Like that's also like a good and a negative thing. And you can already take your hits can't be evaded, I guess, in the field, but this is a different kind of. And then there's far shot, which is kind of boring, and then you are more tanky against range attacks. What do you think about this?
That's good.
What do you think about Antiquarian?
I like the far shot Marauder because it's far away to take far shots on the tree.
Yeah, that's good.
And what was the thing before far shot?
Your hits can't be evaded and reduce dexterity.
That makes no sense to me. It's easily accessible on the tree for the Marauder.
Yeah, but you can still so you would take this if you still want to be able to crit, I guess. But for me, I think
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that part. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but I guess I think the most important thing is the ward thing, like gaining ward. Because
you told me about what ward does yesterday.
Yeah, but I didn't understand it because. Now I understand it. Ward breaks from every hit you take. Like, it only defends from one attack. And then it gets back again in 2 seconds.
So it's good with evasion characters, I guess?
Yeah, or against like bosses, I guess. Where they don't. So it's worse against like packs of enemies that just hit you all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean. Yeah, I never played with ward, so yeah. But I think the ward thing is the best part. That's like the thing you could build around with this, and the duration, with poison maybe.
Yeah. Like what builds wants high duration? It's only poison I can think of.
But the problem is stacking
Ignite,
Strange.
maybe.
Like stacking Strange doesn't work with poison because Strange only gives you increased attack damage, even if you're like. Doing the iron bow thing, and like increased attack damage doesn't increase poison damage. So yeah, I don't know.
But maybe ignite like Molten Strike ignite or something.
Yeah, maybe bleed. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, bleed as well. Yeah.
But then you can only stack 8 stacks of it. Okay, this one feels. I think the next one, Behemoth, feels. Like a very good. This feels so good. Like everything is good with this.
Yeah, everything is just super auto include.
Okay,
it feels like if you want your friend to try this game, for some reason now, this like tell them to take this class. They will have lots of fun.
And everything I can just read it and then we can talk. Like the first one, 15%. Chance that if you gain hit, you gain if you gain rage on hit, you would gain your maximum rage instead. Plus 15 rage. And the next one is about using rage skills, basically. The next one is armor applies to chaos damage taken from hits.
Super good.
Yeah, and that's so strong. That's like very strong. I feel like does this also have more ascendancy points? Next one is attack damage for stacking armor 2% attack damage per
Good.
450 armor.
Mm.
So here's the armor part, and everything works together. 4 mana per 4 strength. This is last one with armor. And power of purpose. 80% of maximum mana is converted to twice that much armor. So like these three work together very good.
It's hard to fail.
Yeah, but like you get mana from strength, and you also get armor from mana. It's like, okay.
And you also get chaos resistance.
Yeah, if you take that. And you also get attack damage if you take that one. So it's like, you take strength, and that gains you mana, attack damage, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then there's part like about unarmed skills, kinda. 10% unarmed critical strike chance, plus. Like,
the only way to play Facebreaker is by using like an amulet, which is kind of rare from the like Rigwald's curse, like the werewolf guy.
Yeah, it's a beast. The beast. It's beast crafting.
Yeah,
basically.
And that increases your unarmed crit.
Yeah.
And this just does it from the get-go, which like you can play Facebreaker without having the Rigwald, but with the Rigwald it will be even more crazy.
Yeah. This is the second. You can get this like on the second lab. Yeah, this is good. Your critical strike chance is lucky while on low life. I don't know if you could. Maybe you could work something.
Low life counts as having half your health. It says like, and you will have a lot of health with that class, but
like unless you're like doing it, like making a build around being low life.
Yeah, there is a life master, isn't it, where you count as low life with 75% health?
Yeah, I think so. There used
something like that.
But
so you can easily.
But if you're using like if you're reserving life, does that make you low life?
Yes.
Okay, so you can maybe take that master and reserve some.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then there's fortification, and this is just like increase attack speed per fortification, melee hits fortify, and you regenerate life per fortification. This is just like fortification. And fortify is good also, so.
Yeah, fortify is super good.
This feels like like if you're playing a melee strength character, this feels very very obvious class.
Like any melee would work really well with that.
But also this Rampager, increase character size, spells deal no damage, spells are receptive, so you cannot cast spells. Yeah, okay. Whatever. And then you rampage on every hit instead of kill.
Yep, and like just having there is a unique helmet that only gives rampage. Like, having only that makes your character kind of good. And then that it's not kills, it hits that count.
Yeah, but what does rampage do? I don't even know.
Like, even every mob you kill like counts towards a counter, which you want higher and higher and higher. It caps at 1,500 kills, I think. Okay. And for each 100 or whatever it is, a new thing happens, which makes your character better.
Okay.
Like you can animate weapons, and you can shoot out frost. You can like all kinds of different shit happens when you rampage.
I also see that there's like also you get 1% increased movement speed per 20 rampage, as like always, and 2% increased damage. That's as in addition to the things that happen.
Per rampage.
Per 20.
Per 20, thank you.
And the maximum is 1,000. 1,000.
1,000, yeah, okay.
But so like you get some, even if you don't like all the other effects, you still get movement speed and attack damage.
It's super good, but it's kind of annoying to play with Rampage. I think like lots of shit going on.
It's a bit stressful, I guess.
Yeah, you can't take a break in the map.
No,
because you'll break your Rampage, and it sucks in Ruthless. Yeah, it sucks in Ruthless as well when there aren't as many mobs in packs. So like you kill the entire map and you get like not many.
Like if you're playing a party, you need to be like playing like an insane person running forward all the time.
Like
skipping. If there's like that's only how you play Path of Exile, I guess. This class is a bit much for me, Ancestral Commander, because they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have like 15 points. Aha, okay, one is a wheel where you have to choose one.
Yeah.
Okay, then I understand. Okay, I never read it. I'm just gonna read it. The first one. Nearby enemies convert 50% of their physical damage to fire. Okay, so you take more fire damage instead of physical.
Yep.
Okay, that feels like a very boring. That's like a whole point.
Very good with the Cloak of Flame.
Yeah, maybe. What's Cloak of Flame?
Converts physical damage to fire damage.
Okay, that's a Path of Exile thing. There's a lot of things like. Okay, so then you take 90% of physical damage as fire damage with those two.
Yes, and then you can have like 90 fire S.
Yeah, okay.
And take no damage instead.
The next one. Strike skills also target the previous location they were used. Okay.
What? So what? It echoes kind of like from last epoch.
Maybe, but like if you strike the same person, it's just strike that person 2 times, or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Isn't that like doubling
really good.
Isn't that like doubling your damage?
Yeah. Like if you slam and slam again, like.
Yeah, but that's a slam.
Wow.
This is a strike.
Okay.
So strikes are like the.
But it will be very good with Molten Strike then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Spamming all that. That would be crazy with Molten Strike.
Yeah.
Like spamming the balls twice as fast.
And with the Molten Strike of the Zenith, which makes it 1,000% more damage twice.
1,000%, yeah. Yeah, now I'm feeling we're back in Path of Exile now. We're like when you're building your character when you are making your character in Path of Building, it's like this character has 10 million damage. If I just do everything right. The one before that, strike skills which target additional enemies can do so from 50% further away. Non-wall strike skills target additional enemy. Like I love it. I love when they make strike skills just hit everything. This is so good. This feels like what you say, ease of play. You take like Molten Strike, or even if you want to play like double strike or dual strike, you're hitting like, because there's also a passive skill that can make you hit another target. So then you hit 2 additional targets without taking any like support game, and also like striking it further away and striking twice. Yeah. Okay. So this is if you want to play strike skills. I feel like this is one of our problems with this, how they make all of this, because I feel like if you want to play a particular skill, like if you want to play mana stacking, then you take the mana stacking ascendancy. I feel like they are like they are making you play. They're making certain.
But this time around, if this were the permanent ascendancies, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
But now it's just like we're playing with cheat modes, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And next one is nearby corpses explode when you war cry, dealing 10% of their damage as physical damage. Of their life as physical damage.
10% of their life. 10% is not a lot.
12%. And it's not a lot still.
12?
Yeah.
No. Like half of it would still have been like, okay.
But this is something like, for Ciceran. This is on the same. Your war cry opens chests.
Why is that for Ciceran?
Because he doesn't like opening chests and opening doors and things like that.
Yeah.
This is the only thing he talks about. If it only said war cries would open doors.
Yeah.
I would have put that in.
Yeah.
That would be a thing. I would just put that in on the skill. War cry and open chests and doors.
And it would have been called the last cry, or the last whine, or the last.
Maybe exactly. Okay.
The blue-haired scream.
I don't think he has been blue-haired for a long time.
He has now, though.
Oh, no, does he have blue hair now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The next one is this one I have to read. 30% reduced work rate speed. Reduced work rate speed. But they get work rate cooldown reduction. Like we none of us are playing Warcries. So
I did a lot 2 leagues ago.
Did you like exert
Yeah,
attacks?
it was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible time.
Yeah. I feel like you like Triok always plays. Like he uses all the tools in the toolbox. So he uses Warcries if you play melee. Tough and skin. Action speed cannot be modified below base value. Movement speed cannot be blah 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 blah. Armor from equipped body armor is doubled.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but yeah, it's so boring. And this one, and next one, free to maximum endurance charges. Why didn't they get like 4 to minimum?
Yeah, they did.
No, they don't. They should have, but like, it's only 3 to maximum.
Having to maximum is not as good as having as minimum.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, but why did another class get +4 to the other two, and this one only gets +3 to maximum? It's
yeah, I don't know.
But maybe endurance charges is better in some way.
It does feel like though different people made different classes ascendancies because they're very lots in power level.
Okay. +1 to maximum number of summon totems. 20% of damage from hits is taken from your nearest totem life before you. That's very good. Gain 15 of missing unreserved life before hit. What does this even say? Gain 15% of missing unreserved life before being hit by anyone. Okay, so the more life you lost, the more you gain back.
I don't know, to be honest.
But like this, if you're missing 50% of life, you get back before an enemy hit you. You heal for 7% of life. So the more damage you're taking, the more you heal before an enemy hits you.
But in like Path of Exile, like if anything has hit you, your character sucks.
Yeah, I guess.
Like everything should be dead instantly. Isn't that the way to play this?
Yeah, I kind of feel like this works very good against like bad enemies that hit you a lot. Like if they hit you a lot with bad attacks, you're basically unkillable. And this is the one with like this is just like this is about summoning a spirit of calm.
Yeah.
No, like
boring.
You choose which kind of god you summon when you block it. It's a I won't go through it. No. It was like so much words. That's what Marauder. I think Marauder kind of boring in some way. I think the Ranger had more like funnier classes.
Yeah.
Okay. After a 24-hour break, we're back.
Much needed break.
Yeah, exactly. Lakey got so tired, so he had to sleep.
Yes.
In the middle of our review of these awesome ascendancy classes.
Have you slept on it? Have you been building some builds in your dreams?
Yeah. I thought I would like have time to build, like sit down and build, figure out a build what I'm gonna play, but I don't have time for it. But let me read this thing. The Surfcaster is simply a chill guy. His home is with the sea, for which he attunes to gain control of the cold and lightning elements. An expert fisherman himself. You can reap great rewards for holding a fishing rod, if you can find him one. So, what is a fishing rod?
They are extremely rare, but they exist in like as a normal, rare, and unique. But they are extremely rare drops. And they don't do anything until now.
Okay, let's talk about for this character, you gain 50% more cast speed while holding a fishing rod. That is very good.
Yep. But the fishing rod, like in itself, has maximum of 4 sockets, and like gives like bullshit stats, like more 20% more fishes.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be pretty good.
Okay, do you think it could? Okay, all hits are critical strikes while holding a fishing rod. That's good, right? With
100% critical strike, yes.
the cast speed comes. You have to take cast speed first, and then the crit thing. But that feels like you can build around. But that's also 2 ascendancy points, and you have to use a item that doesn't give anything. This is basically an unarmed spell casting.
Yeah,
kinda.
but is it all attacks or all spells?
All hits.
All hits. So you can use attacks for the spell.
Yeah.
Not only spells.
No, attacks too.
Yeah.
But then you can. I think you waste a lot. You waste the cast speed thing then.
Yes.
Okay, what's more? You're touched by a tormented illegal fisherman. Why is this?
I love it.
But why is this class so? 20% increased damage, 30% attack speed, 30% cast speed, 30% increased movement speed. Like, isn't that a kind of good ascendancy point?
Yep, very good.
Like, I mean, 30% attack speed and movement speed, and damn, increase that. Like,
yeah,
for me, this one feels really good so far. Okay, what's more? 50% chance to freeze enemies for 1 second when they hit you. Enemies you freeze remain frozen for at least 1 second. Like, that's also very good.
Yeah, and like as a defensive layer, I think it's a great thing. Like if a boss hits you and it automatically freezes for at least 1 second.
Yeah.
That's unheard of in any other way.
Yeah, and I like really good in maps also, just running around. If you have like a big health pool or energy shield or something like that. Enemies you kill are shocked. Shocks you inflict spread to other enemies within 1.5 meters. Okay.
That's pretty good if you like inflict a strong shock.
Yeah.
And it spreads back to back to back.
This is the one you have to take before. 100% of lightning damage converted to cold damage. Your cold damage can shock.
Like at the beginning, I was thinking about doing a lightning strike.
Yeah.
Build with this, and it freezes instead. So.
Okay. But it will still shock also because cold damage will shock.
Yeah, it shocks and freezes.
Yeah, that's good. I still think cold. What? What do you want to say?
But then I saw the Wonder build, and I want to do that even more. But Lightning Strike is one of those original cool skills that I've never played actually, like for real. So it felt like this kind of feels like the last League you level played in Path of Exile 1. It might not be, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
So it felt like a good time to play a skill that's been around since closed beta.
Yeah, Lightning Strike is nice. I feel like it does everything you want from an melee skill. Yes.
Yeah.
You hit people, and then you also like kill enemies around.
Yeah, it spreads far and wide.
And next, enemies shielded by your hits lessen their damage dealt by half of shield effect. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Probably good.
All damage taken from hits can shield you. The effect of shield on you is reversed. So
yeah.
What the?
So you want to self shield to get like attack speed and movement speed, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Action speed is reduced by shield. So the bigger the hit you take, the more action speed you get.
Yes.
Up to 30%.
And there's probably some, like a few ways to self-shield with uniques and stuff like that, so maybe. You always have it on.
Okay, this is a strange one. 30% cold and lightning resistance. Critical strike chance is increased by overcap lightning resistance. Evasion rating is increased by overcap cold resistance.
I like the lightning res one. Like, just
get a lot
stack
of crit.
lightning res. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how good it is. Like, imagine you have like 200 lightning res.
Yes.
Which is not impossible at all. But how much overcap do you have? Like 130 then?
Yeah.
130 increased critical chance. Is it worth an ascendancy point in like, if you compare it with all your attacks crit?
Yeah, or getting 30% in everything increased.
Yeah.
Like that's like that one. I feel is kind of like, if you don't know what to play, just take the one that gives you 30% increased in everything. This one is interesting, I think. Servant of Arakali. Okay, so they have a thing that's grants level 20 penance mark. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, you have what do you say, Bluetooth headphones. Yep. Okay, but penance mark is this. When you hit an enemy, you will on a cooldown, I guess, you will spawn 3 ghosts, enemy ghosts. So
like the one that possess stuff?
No, just like 3 random ghost enemies. But
what kind of enemies are those?
Maybe I can.
Not the tormented spirits?
No. Okay, what?
No?
Okay, penance mark. I'm gonna send it to you in the. I don't know if I can see the enemies.
But they go on.
Okay, phantasms. Phantasms. Do you know what a phantasm is?
Yes.
Okay. Is that those like pirates that are just like normal humans that's a bit ethereal?
I think I think that the phantasms are like the summon raging spirits, but green, kind of.
Okay, but there's the skill summons though, so you can even when you're fighting like bosses and things like that, there's always things to kill for like trigger on kill or things like that.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's like
nice.
one of the only ways to like, let's say you get frenzy charges when you kill stuff. Then you can keep it up with this one. Yeah, like
good for rampage.
Yeah. So at least it's interesting, I think. And then there's trigger. Okay, the first one is minions have 50% chance to poison enemies on hit and 10% chance to inflict withered. I think that's the best one. Like inflict withered. That's
for chaos damage.
Yeah. If you were doing chaos damage at least. And then trigger level 20 raise spider and kill. But that's also
what
kill.
Kind of spider?
So
Raped spider.
Raise spiders.
Raised spider. All right, yeah.
I don't know, but I guess it spawns spiders. Yeah. And then minions have
the one with the spectral wolf as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like they are probably very different minions, but yeah, this is kind of like that class. It's like a minion and fighting yourself at the same time. Minions have 5.
I think this is really good in Ruthless.
Yeah, maybe. But that depends. Maybe the spiders doesn't even like block. Maybe they are like raging spirits or something like that. They are just walking, like enemies can walk past them maybe.
But remember last league when you had like the rune crafting that summoned spectral wolves, and you can use that to level fast in the campaign. They just poofed when you killed something and ran around for almost an entire zone.
Raise spiders raises 2 spectral spiders from nearby corpses that will attack your enemies with Viper Strike. And they also grant you attack speed and damage with poison, like a buff.
Yeah.
Okay, these are... Okay, they are immune to... They stay for 30 seconds and they are immune to damage. So basically it's like a buff that fights a bit. Alright. And then there is... Minions get the same critical strike chance as your weapon, and they get more critical strike multiplier per withered. So this is like a minion cluster. Nice. Yeah. And then there is Aspect of the Spider. And Aspect of the Spider is like... you get like a stacking debuff. I think it hinders enemies and makes them take 5% more damage or something every 3 seconds or something like that. So it's pretty good. And you just have that on all the time. So it's like a ramping debuff on enemies. Enemies affected by Spider's Web deal 15% reduced damage. I think Spider's Web is the thing, the debuff. And they get less resistances.
But this is also like enemies in Path of Exile 1 should be dead. Like they should not be around for so long that you can stack debuffs and shit on them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Gain 30% of physical damage as extra chaos damage while at maximum power charges. 20% chance to gain a power charge on hitting an enemy affected by Spider's Web. But I guess with these two other things, I think the aspect skill, at least it's like it's granting these other abilities too, making them deal less damage and granting you power charges. So I guess you can. And the last one is level 15 Envy skill. Envy has no reservation.
That's nice. Free aura.
Which one is Envy?
Envy is the one that lowers their chaos resistance, isn't it? Or is it the one that gives you chaos damage?
Yeah, it gives you chaos damage to attacks and spells.
Yeah.
A lot of chaos damage too.
That's the one I ran with the Spectral Wolves in leveling with Envy and Spectral Wolves. So they just insta-killed every boss in the campaign.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a very strange league when you played that.
Yeah.
That was one of your builds where you made the build, and when you got it to work, you didn't want to play it anymore.
But I just used that thing to level with.
Yeah, right.
My goal was to use the Warden with the series staff, but it turned to shit. So. Yeah,
there was something that didn't work in your.
Yeah, I will tell everyone so they will know. I thought that the Flame Blast from that series staff, when it hits a pack of 20 mobs, it will count as 20 hits for the Warden buff.
Mm-hmm.
But it did not, and it counted as 1 hit.
Okay, and you had a hard time keeping the Warden buff up too, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't get up to 100 in the entire zone.
Yeah. That was sad for you. I remember you almost stopped playing, I think, after that.
Yeah, I did stop playing when I hit 68 and got the staff.
But I think ascendancy like this and like the Spectral Wolf class, the Wild Speaker, I think this could be really fun. But you have to really sit down. You really have to decide to play this one and sit down and think how are you going to use all these ascendancy points.
You have to have played something similar before to even understand what's going on. I don't understand.
Yeah.
What's going on because I'm too stupid.
Yeah. It's not like Behemoth. That one we can understand.
No. Yes, love it.
Okay, last shadow one, the Blind Prophet.
It's love this one.
Yeah, it's like a range, a lot of range focus. So projectiles have 50% chance to return to you, and they are fired in a random direction.
Very good for many things.
Yeah, like spark Feels...
Spark, Rolling Magma.
oh, yeah.
And Magma Strike.
Molten Strike, I guess.
Molten Strike, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane with Molten Strike, isn't it?
Maybe Poison Concoction as well.
But that one is, yeah, if you have a lot of them, maybe. If you like have a lot of... Yeah, I guess that's good, because then when they return to you, they still hit the... If you're like fighting something close to you, they will always hit it when they... Because they have such a big area, so they will like return and also hit the boss or whatever.
Yeah, and it's also good that it's random, because it won't... like, I'm always thinking in the Sire of Shards staff, like when it stuff goes in a circle. But if it's also random, it will like bounce, and it bounces like left, right instead of just away from you. It goes sideways.
Yeah.
And then when it bounced 4 times, like sideways, like left, right, it goes back to you like 4 times. So it's not going away. It's like just going around.
Yeah.
And
you're not like throwing everything away all the time. Like you're not missing with like 19 of the 20 projectiles.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking this one with Sire of Shards can be something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you don't have to use Nemesis.
Base critical strike chance for attacks with weapons is 12%. You are blind.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess with this you kind of want to play... Yeah, I don't know. Not evasion rating. But I think it's 12% is very much as a base critical strike. What was the thing? How much did you get with the behemoth for
10?
Yeah, okay, exactly. This class is just good with projectile skills. Like skills fire 2 additional projectiles.
Yeah. Also very good for rolling magma.
But the thing is, you have to take the blind thing. That's the first one.
Yeah.
In this direction, at least. So to get like all these projectile buffs, you also have to be blind and have crit thing.
Does blind? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're doing a spell,
no, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so rolling magma won't care.
Yeah, but you also waste the base critical strike chance because it's for attacks with weapons.
Is that mandatory? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's the first one in this direction.
Yeah, that's too bad. Shit class.
Yeah, it kind of tells you what to play. Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay. Enemy near corpses affected by curses are blinded. What did I even say? Enemies near corpses affected by your curses are blinded. Enemies killed near corpses affected by your curses explode, dealing 5% of their life as specific damage. Okay.
How much?
5% of their life.
5?
Yeah, 5.
That's not like, why are some of those explosions like half?
5,000%.
Yeah, but like half of their health, and the other is a quarter of their health.
Yeah.
And now we're down to 5%. Like, just give me half every time.
Yeah, maybe. 50% chance to gain elusive on critical strike. Elusive is removed from you at 50% effect. Yeah, okay.
Elusive is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Your curse limit is equal to your maximum power charges.
This is crazy.
That's very good. But it's
very hard to curse something. Like, if you have 7 power charges, like, how are you gonna get off 7 curses?
Maybe with blasphemy.
Like, you wanna have like no other aura than just going around with 5 blasphemy curses.
But like blasphemy and mark is 2 at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I once had a build. This is in the early old days. Yeah, at least 10, like probably 10 years ago. I had a pentacurse build, a summoner build,
So 5 curses.
Yes, 5 curses. And this was before blasphemy existed. And it was really hard to get like +1 curse to have that many curses. But I managed somehow, and I had to use arc. Like I'm not sure if it was 2 different arcs to like curse on hit with arc, and they gave 3 and then 2. And
but what was
the
meaning? Why did you?
But I played a summoner, and what am I supposed to do as a summoner?
Okay, I understand. Okay, so you debuffed enemies for your minions.
Yeah, that's what I did. Debuff them with the arc, and my minions kill them.
Okay, but this whole thing was like starting from the blind thing, and this is the other direction you can go. Lightless. Increase 5% maximum life per abyss jewel affecting you, and mana. But how many abyss jewels can you have? 1?
A lot, let me tell you.
Oh,
like you can have.
Can you have those in
4,
the tree?
You can have it in the tree, and you can have 3 in a chest. 3 in a chest. 2 in a helmet. 4 in a glove. Or at least 2 in a glove.
Okay.
And then 2 more in boots, and then like at least 5 in the tree. Like you can have a lot of them.
Okay, if this is your second character and you're like farming abyss stuff, like gathering all this gear, then I think this is really good. Ascendancy. But as a start, I think it's.
What did you gain?
5% maximum life per abyss jewel and 5% maximum mana.
Yeah, that's insane because you already get that from the Shroud of the Lightless chest piece, so it's like double stacking then.
Yeah. Then I feel like this with like mind over matter also or something like that. You don't even have to think about the mana, but like only the life. You can get a lot of life. And the one after this is trigger level 30 shade form when hit.
Yes.
And this class just gets 30% increased skill effect duration. What is shade form?
You are immortal for like 1 second or something. Or you like if I remember correctly, you're like immortal.
You are immune to physical damage and harder to detect. Base duration is 3 seconds, so it's it's 4 seconds for this one because of the increased duration.
That's very good.
Yeah, that's good. This class is a bit. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, someone may find a way to use all of these ascendancies in a really broken way. Maybe not all of them, but
no,
people will at least try.
I've looked at the meme paint builds today.
Yeah,
they release on the Reddit, and some of them are crazy. It's very fun to see. But they're mostly focused around normal trade. So when we think ruthless, we have to. You can't count on having uniques like the first week even.
No, I did that mistake.
Some uniques will never exist.
That was a mistake I did last time we played.
Yeah.
My build counted on having 2 Rebuke of the Wall. And I don't know what I was thinking, because I didn't see a Rebuke of the Wall for like
entire league.
But for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And
you need to if you want to make a build of Ruthless that has a unique, look up carefully where it drops.
Yeah.
And make sure that you can farm for it yourself, and that's the real beauty of Ruthless. That in the same way in Diablo 2 was you farm your own shit because it's fun. You can't instantly buy it because you have 1 million alchemy orbs from the boat.
Exactly. But also, one thing I would say is look at Poe Ninja and see if the items even exist in Ruthless, because some items have like so low drop chance in Ruthless that they almost doesn't exist at all. So the next class is the Harbinger. And this is just so everything is so strange. Maybe we don't have to talk a lot about it.
Because we have to look up every single Harbinger and what it does. And
yeah, exactly. But it has a reduced cooldown rate also. And this is kind of nice, I think. The ones that immune to curses, chill, and shock while channeling.
Very bad.
Yeah, okay.
Like what?
Okay. Yeah, okay. But okay, this one is good. Temporal change has no reservation if cast as an aura.
Yeah, sure. Free aura is nice.
And bigger effect of hex skills.
The cooldown recovery rate, let me ask you, the Saboteur.
Yeah.
How large is the Saboteur currently?
How many players you mean?
Yeah, no, but how much cooldown recovery rate has Saboteur in its ascendancy?
Saboteur. Let me.
I want to compare it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It has. That's the minor passives. Where do I see the? Oh, here's the big ones.
Big one.
30%.
30.
Yeah, and this is 40.
And yeah, okay. No.
What did you want it to be? 60.
But yeah, because when you play that series, staff.
Yeah. Is that the cooldown
you want
skill?
the cooldown? Yes. You can only trigger it once a second or something like that. So you want the cooldown to be faster, so you can spam it.
Okay.
But I don't feel like 10% more is enough to make me reconsider anything.
Maybe for all this, I think this is a class that could be the best one in the game, but I have no idea. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is pretty easy to understand. It's the Herald. It's all about using.
Yes.
This is just about using Herald skills, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. This is like an. This is yeah, it's easy to understand. Basically, you choose what kind of Herald skill you want to play, and yeah, or plays a lot, or plays many of them at the same time. But yeah, I don't think we have to talk about this a lot. This is basically you use the Herald skills and you gain buffs depending on which one you use. That fits like that play style. I liked it. I think a character that plays you have, because in this class you have to take your aura skills are disabled and 200% increased mana restoration efficiency for Herald skills. So I guess they are really cheap. Yeah, but this is a fun one, I think.
Good luck finding every Herald in Ruthless.
Yeah, but you can buy them after 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, but 2 weeks the league is ended.
Yeah, I know. But Herald skills are a bit easier than auras, actually. I think you. If there's like one Herald that's really popular, that could be the hardest one to find. Okay.
Ash.
Yeah, that's a Herald. So the Witch so far has been two very like narrow ascendancies. But the next one I never read, Bog Shaman.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so this is you're very free in this one. Like you can go in and you can take like they're not locked behind each other, and that's nice, I think.
You don't. Yeah, okay. You're not forced in a single pattern.
No, exactly. Almost every one of these is like their own like route. So the first one, 100% chance to be poisoned. Okay, so far.
That's a good chance.
You're gonna be poisoned. 5% all maximum resistances while poisoned. you cannot be poisoned while there are at least 5 poisons on you.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 5% to all maximum resistances, but you're going to be poisoned all the time.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel so good to me, but... nearby enemies' chaos resistance is 0. Chaos resistance is 0. That's...
What?
So your chaos resistance is 0, and enemies' chaos resistance are also 0.
Also 0, yes.
That's very good, at least with what you call it,
Not the fucking helmet again.
No, I mean I mean the one life chaos in
Inculation.
yeah, because then you're immune to chaos damage. If you're gonna play chaos inculation and chaos damage, this feels very good. And the next one is grant level 20 pacify skill. Enemies pacified by you take 30% increased damage. Okay, so it's a curse, I guess.
Like, when others have more, I don't feel like increased is good, but yeah.
Yeah, but the curse also... Okay, they cannot deal damage after... Like, if the curse is duration is 10 seconds, after 6 seconds, they can't deal damage anymore. That's the skill, the curse. Which is, I feel is good against
That's amazing.
bosses. No.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's the only time it matters too. The people that can kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is like a cluster. So the first one is nearby enemies have malediction. And 30% increased reservation efficiency of curse aura skills. Okay, so malediction is they take 10% increased damage and they deal less damage. So that's good, I think.
Mm.
In combination with being able to have more blasphemy curses. Oh, I'm getting tired of reading all this. Your skills deal 100% of your mana spent on... Sometimes, this is Path to Exile 1 for me. Like, I almost don't understand what I'm reading. Your skills deal you. Your skills deal you 100% of mana spent on upfront skill mana costs as physical damage.
Okay.
So you take damage.
You take damage.
Skills gain added chaos damage equal to 40% of mana cost. If mana cost is not higher than the maximum you could spend.
What?
So this, you take damage when you use your skills.
Mm.
And they gain, and the skills gain chaos damage.
Yes.
The more they cost. So basically you take more damage and the enemies take more damage, the more mana it costs. Oops. Yeah, that's something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not clever enough to understand it.
Okay, the next one. Skills gain base life cost equal to 25% of base mana cost. Spells you cast yourself gain added physical damage equal to 80% of life cost. If the life cost... Okay, so this feels better, because this just adds damage to your spells. And the only downside is that you pay in life, but I mean, paying in life is not that bad.
Which one is this?
Nightblood.
Nightblood.
On Bog Chain.
Yeah.
I feel this one felt better, I think.
Remember that the old, like, what was it called? Blood Monster, or where everything cost, where every spell cost life, and you had a lot of life. I think it was Affliction League as well.
Yeah, maybe.
It reminds me a bit of that, but yeah.
Okay, the next one is Dark Pact. You get less resistances, but you gain projectile speed, arrow damage, and skill effect duration. Okay.
Area for 50% is great.
Yeah, but it's not
Everything about it is great.
But it isn't like damage, it's only like speed and area of effect and skill effect duration.
But projectile speed and skill effect duration.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's increased skill effect duration. Okay, not decreased. But very good for like poison arrow.
Yeah. yeah. Actually.
In every way. Yeah.
And then lose 5% of life per second if you have been hit recently. 40% more damage over time. That's nice. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of them. But lose 5% of life per second if you have been hit. Like, you don't ever want to be hit by anything.
No, you die fast.
Because 5% is a lot.
Maybe this is for a Cobra Lash build. With evasion. Okay, and the last one. Removes all energy shield. Gains maximum life instead of maximum energy shield from equipped armor items. -3 maximum life per level.
Why is it minus? Like, how much energy shield can you get on equipped armor items? Like,
I can't remember. It was so long since I played.
And what do they mean armor items? Is it like any item, equipment, or is it they have to give you armor?
No. I mean, it's all. It's like gloves, helmet, and so.
Okay, so it doesn't need to have armor on it.
No.
Okay.
The Mia's like armor on your body.
But what maximum energy? What sword gives you energy shield?
Would this be
the one? Do they have to specify armor?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question later. But I can. So far, which ascendancy would be the one you never want to play so far? Like, would this be one of the worst for you, Bog Shaman?
No, absolutely not. I would play Poison Arrow and have a great time.
Okay.
But
then I can ask you later when we're going through all of them. Okay. Now there's not much left. Gambler, one of the first ones we saw, I think, was the Gambler.
Yeah, I felt it was a noob trap.
But yeah. Okay. 15% chance to deal triple damage. 30% chance to deal double damage. Deal 25% less damage. Is this what you're talking about? Noob trap.
Yeah. So it's like 45% to gain at least double damage. And that's, you think like, oh, that's amazing, I'm going to pick this class. But when you're always nerfed by 25%, double damage is not double damage, it's 150.
Yeah.
And triple is not 300 more, it's 225. So it's not as good as you think in the beginning. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. The next one is your critical strike chance is lucky, but damage is unlucky. Okay. And then it's just like chance to block spell damage is lucky, and chance to block attack damage is unlucky. And then you can choose to have it the other way around.
Like, you can have lucky block chance easy in like the southern part of the tree. So having this as ascendancy, which is also giving unlucky.
Is that like can you get that as a mastery or something like
that? Yes. It's like a block node at the south part of the tree. Like you can have 75 spell damage and like spell block and physical block easily.
Okay. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you're in low life. I feel like this could just be unlucky. It didn't have to be on low life. But as we talked about, you can get to low life a bit easier in some ways. This is a very strange class. 50% chance to avoid elemental ailments. 50% chance to avoid being stunned. Yeah, okay. I guess this is one of the more interesting. That half of the time your enemies get resistance values as inverted.
Yes.
This is the best one, I think, almost.
Yeah. Do you remember the League, the Total League? where you played like Dota.
Yeah, I remember.
That league had a unique sword, which had this stat like enemy resistances are reverted. So when you face a boss that has like 90 res, it has minus 90 res. And that sword is like super, super good for playing like Molten Strike and stuff like that.
It feels
And
really good.
it's very hard to get, especially in Ruthless. So
just because it's 50, it's like it's so often also.
Yeah, but the sword has 100%. It's not
Okay.
50. But I mean, this is on the ascendancy, and you can have another sword or another whatever weapon you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So like this coupled with the double damage and triple damage means like that sometimes when it's inverted and you have the triple,
Yeah.
like that will mean a bazillion more DPS than
Yeah,
normally.
you can almost like fish for that one against bosses.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you won't.
Yeah.
Most of your hits won't do a lot, but then you like instant
Yeah.
kill it when everything is like right.
Yeah, and in combination with Molten Strike of the Zenith, which deals 1,000% more damage the fifth attack.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Okay.
the fifth attack is triple damage inverted.
Yes, that's good. But like the thing is with this one, you have to take this the one that reduces your resistances, and gives you 50% chance to have 90% resistances against hits.
I like that one.
Yeah, but
Like,
okay. So those two are the things you like about this tree. The like elemental resistances stuff.
Yeah, and triple damage.
Yeah, but like, would you like skip your resistances for this one?
I would not. I would not use like those that give you more maximum resistance. I would like stay at 75 on everything.
Okay. And just have the 90 sometimes.
Yeah, half of the time, if I may.
Exactly. Okay, but so this is okay. So this you could play with, and
yeah, I could easily play this.
This is pretty open also because it's not only attacks. This is not like locked to. This is not like an attacks melee class or something like that. Because the like triple damage and double damage it's only from hits, I guess. It's not melee or yeah.
No, it's everything.
Okay, that's a gambler. The next one, Paladin, and everyone was like, Patvexel got Paladin before Patvexel 2.
And before Diablo.
Yeah, and before Diablo 4. And Diablo 3, I guess. Yeah. Okay, now there's a lot of things to read here.
Well, we can begin with the auras. 3 auras in Ruthless, like level 30 determination.
Yeah, that's almost... That's one of the best things for Ruthless. As a starting character, to just be able to know that you will get... You play an armor class character and get level 30 determination. Yeah, and I guess if you find the determination and levels it to 20, maybe you can just make another class, armor class, after that. But like to start with this feels good. Okay, next one. You have consecrated ground while stationary, and it stays with you for 4 seconds. Okay, yeah. Nice. If you spec into consecrated ground a bit, I think it can be good. And this is like summon elemental relic. Is that like the Templar stuff? The Hierophant? No.
Yes.
That thing. The thing that was like destroying Ruthless when they got it the first time.
Yeah.
Like everyone, it was like of the highest 30 characters, like 26 played Templar.
Yes.
But this is also just a good one. This is the first one you can take. And nearby enemies take 25% increased elemental damage. It's only increased, I know, but like...
Not great.
Not great, okay. And then it's one thing about taunts and war cries. I don't want to read it. It's taunts and war cries. It's for party play, kinda.
War cries have infinite power.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but like make war cries even better. Yes.
And then there's link skills.
I don't know anything about link skills. What are they?
But like, you link with another character, and then
Like
you
another in the party?
or I think you can link to like your stone elemental also.
Okay.
But the thing is, I think when that one dies, you also die.
Okay.
Like you split the damage between you.
All right.
And then they give very strong buffs. But they're very hard. Like, it's so hard because to play with links in Path of Exile, to like keep the same pace at all time. But yeah, okay. So if you want to play Link, I feel like this is good. If this is a nice class for playing, like the aura, in combination with maybe playing Link skills or taunts and stuff like that. Or Consecrate the Ground. I think like everything is
for aura bots. This is great.
Yeah, exactly. But I think you can play it yourself too. Like just the determination is good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next one is Aristocrat. This one, I think was the one that I liked the most when I just read it. Because I like skills. I like stacking attributes. Okay, this is very good, I think. Grants 5 passive skill points.
Yep, nice.
And also all the nodes between ascendancy nodes are skill points. So like all the ones between.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So you get at least. So yeah, you get at least if they take all ascendancy, you get at least 4 extra. But then there is +1 level to all skill games, +3 levels to all support games, +15 quality to all skill games. That's really good in some cases, I think.
Yeah.
But that's like the last one you will take almost. I mean, this is okay.
There is that amulet that gives like a lot of quality to support games, or skill games.
Yeah.
So, I imagine that amulet in combination with this can make some really bunker stuff.
But is there no limit to the quality of a skill game? Can you have an unlimited amount of quality?
100 maybe. No, I'm not sure.
No, but yeah, okay.
But it feels like this is better for normal and less good for ruthless, because +1 level it stacks so well.
Yeah.
So when in normal league you can easily have like a 23 gem. While in Ruthless it's almost impossible to have more than
like you're going to get the game to level 20 with this.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing with quality, because it's like you doesn't have level 20 quality on your main skill. So this just feels like you get to like the same quality as you do in normal.
And like compare this with you have Rampage, you have for 50% more damage, you have
you have 30% move speed, you have 30% increased damage, you have 30% attack speed, or 15% quality.
Yeah. I'm not bothered.
Okay, but there are other things, except this was the like skill game things. Then there is 5% increased damage per 5 of your lowest attribute. What do you think about that?
Shoot me.
But that's all. There's a mastery that does the same thing, so you can like double to make it 10% damage very easily. But yeah, then you have
so if you start stacking to hell, like you have 1,000 of everything.
Yeah.
And it's good, very good, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's also really hard in Ruthless to stack attributes,
Yeah.
actually. But then they have a point that is grant 5 passive skill points. That's good, I think. I mean, if you start with this class and the first thing you get is 6 skill points, isn't that kind of
What
good?
the hell are you gonna do with 6 skill points at level 25? Like,
But it's 6 more levels. It's like you get 6
it's
levels.
not gonna help you compared to Rampage, 30% more movement speed, 30% more life, 30% more. Like,
No, okay.
everything sucks here if you're not playing in normal league, I think.
Yeah, okay, and then I feel like this is one of the better things, and that's pretty sad. Cannot be frozen if dexterity is higher than intelligence. 30% increased dexterity. I mean,
But don't people in normal league have flasks that like they auto drink themselves if you're frozen?
We aren't playing normally. We are playing.
Yeah, but this why people aren't bothered by frozen anyway. So why does this exist?
Okay, and then it's the same thing with. Okay, we don't have to talk about this, but this also give you 30% increase in all the stats. So I mean.
Very good for stat stacking then.
Yeah, maybe the strength. I feel like strength is the one. Strength and dexterity. It could be worth it.
You also want to play like another ascendancy if you want to do the stat stacking thing. Don't you like the Marauder one?
Which one was that?
I don't remember.
Antiquarian. No, but there was a lot of things that had. There are a lot of like stacking stats in these ones. Like the one that you wanted to play had like.
Yeah, with lightning damage.
Yeah, was it stacking? No, but no.
Whisper.
You gain. No, Daughter of Ushabi. You gain attack damage per evasion rating. But there are a lot of like things like that in this, like stacking some kind of stat.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, so that was the duelist. I feel the duelist and witch had. Yeah, duelist might have the weakest actually.
I think gambler and paladin are good though.
Yeah, I could see myself play paladin just to like.
Yeah, like if you're playing aristocrat, I will shoot you in the face. Like,
what?
Don't play aristocrat. I will. I won't play with you.
Yes, you will. Because I will have 6 more skill points than you. And you will have rampage and 10% crit on face breakers. Okay, we're soon done.
I love the next one, Architect of Chaos.
Can you read this one? Are you looking at them now? Can you read this?
Yes, I'm reading. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Architect of Chaos, it has, to begin with, 3+ level to all wall skill gems. Glimpse of Chaos, 8% increased maximum life for each corrupted item. So 8% increased maximum life times every corrupted item. And that's very much life.
And that could be everything on your gear, right?
Yeah, that can be everything, which is jewelry are free, boots, belt, gloves, helmet, chest, 100 weapon, shield. So times 10, so 80% more life.
Yeah.
And that's not all of it. It's also 12% increased maximum energy shield for each corrupted item. But -4 to all resistance for each corrupted item.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels good.
But when you have 80% more life and 120 increased maximum energy shield.
Yeah, like especially if you're playing both of those. Maybe with Ghost Right that transforms half of your life to energy shield.
Yeah. And the next one, Depose Order, 50% reduced soul gain prevention duration. So you can like get soul charges easier. And it also has 286 increased wall skill critical strike chance.
That's a very specific number.
Yeah. Maybe it means something. Impure Blood, skill costs life instead of mana. Cool.
I like that.
Hewn Flesh, skill reserve life instead of mana. 100% increased life reservation efficiency of skills. So this is like blood magic, but better.
Yeah, but you have to take 2 ascendancy points for that one.
Yep. Yeah. This solution removes all energy shield. Life that would be lost by taking damage is instead reserved until you take no damage to life for 1 second.
I mean, I think this is really good. If you have a high health pool.
Yeah.
I think it's good at least.
Two things that I don't know what they do: Everlasting Sacrifice and Shepherd of Souls.
Yeah.
Don't know. And the next one, Fewer for Corruption, 50% increased wall skill effect duration, and wall skills require 50% reduced souls per use. I'm gonna tell you a story about when I played a character that was called Dual Strike.
Mm-hmm. Did you play
Dual Strike? Yeah, it was a double strike. It was the one where the wall version made a copy of you, like a spectral wolf. Like you had a copy of yourself walking around with you, doing a double strike.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
With this ascendancy, you can easily, permanently have like 5 copies of yourself going around the map, clearing the map for you, like all the time. And that's a fun build.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it when you went on a boss and like the boss popped up and you made all the copies and you killed it together. It was great fun.
Yeah, so what do you think about this? You have to play... you don't have to play wall skills with this, or do you?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, but it doesn't do anything if you aren't.
No, then it's just like defensive things, kind of.
Yeah, you have blood magic. Thank you.
Yeah. I chose this class to play blood magic. Okay.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's cool. But I'm so bad at playing with wall skills. I have no like... they're not like in my... I don't think about wall skills that much.
No, me neither. But one might take another look at them when you know these buffs.
Especially if you find like a lot of wall skills later in the league.
Yeah.
Later. As you said, like it's only a month long. So after 2 weeks, that's like... If you're going to make another character, you have to do it then.
Yeah. The next one.
Yeah. This looks
is called
really
Qualifies. And I can read it if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Let's begin with, your spells are disabled. Your spell skills deal no damage. You have 300 more maximum life, and you regenerate 8% of life per second.
This is the best thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a better node than this. This is
yeah, you get top life.
I have never read. This is the best ascendancy point I've ever seen.
But you can't have auras, and you can do no spell skills.
It's aura spell.
Isn't it?
But that's perfect. Then you can just play blood magic and forget about auras.
Yeah. Next node. Plus 3 endurance, friendship, power charges as a minimum. So you have always maximum charges.
That's also... This class is so good. I love this class.
Next node. Spells fire 2 additional projectiles, and Nova spells are at the target instead of around you, which is crazy good. The Nova thing, like usually it requires a unique ring to give you, so you can use like a shockwave totem, and it will instantly kill the entire screen for you.
Mm. Yeah, that's cool.
Very good. Next one, Hex Reflection. Your hexes can affect hexproof enemies.
Okay.
Immune to reflect damage.
But like, it's hex reflection that you also get all the hexes, or something like.
No, they get the hexes.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay.
instead of you.
Immune to reflected damage. That's kind of nice too.
That's super good. Like, yeah, that alone is what makes this class fun to play.
Yeah.
You can finally play at Siri and don't be afraid of the mirror.
Yeah.
Burning Hoofbrooms triggers level 20 Aberrant Fury. This is a skill that exists on a unique boot, which like kills everything around you when you walk. So you can take this and like walk through the entire campaign.
But I'm reading it here. It says it gives you what level was this? Level 20. Okay,
20.
The level 7 one gives you 50 to 75 fire damage. So I guess this gives you a bit more. But how often does it happen? All the time or?
All the time.
Okay, okay.
But doesn't it also, like, when you walk, like, kill?
No, it deals damage and ignites enemies.
Yeah, automatically around you.
Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah.
Yes. So it's kind of like Righteous Fire, but...
And the faster you are, the more movement speed you have, the higher the frequency of the damage.
Yeah, every boot step is like a trigger.
Okay, that feels good, actually.
Yeah, I think you will play this. Like, lots of life, Righteous Fire.
But it's too good. Everyone else gonna play this. I have to play Aristocrat.
Yes. Next one. Nearby enemies are blinded. 100% increased critical chance against blinded. Enemies blinded by you have reduced critical strike chance.
Yeah,
Very
this is good.
defensive.
I mean, this is
Next
good,
one.
and you can. The only thing is, all the blind nodes are like next to Shadow and Ranger, but those also have like things like this that you gain more crit against blinded enemies and things like that. So I mean, if you get that, I think you want to go to the like blind nodes to use this and play crit
as a Templar.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, or maybe it's good enough on its own. I don't know.
And when you walk around and kill everything, you also want this. 100% increased evasion while moving. Immune to burning ground, shock ground, chilled ground. And you regenerate 4% of life per second while moving. And also 100% increased mana regeneration while moving.
Okay. This is This is a running character.
Yep. Also this. Cannot be frozen. 10% maximum cold res. And enemies you've hit recently have 100% reduced life regen rate. 30% more maximum attack damage.
That's good. This class...
I feel that one is...
But I mean, this class is awesome. Like, the minimum charges is also really good.
Yeah, that alone is very good.
I think this is one of the, like... this is a...
Like, you can easily play this without being Righteous Fire.
Yeah, exactly. You can play, like, you can start with the minimum... the charge thing. And then take, like
I would take Immune to Reflect.
Yeah.
Immune to Reflect. And I would take the Nova spells cast target location instead of you. And the power charge thing. Like those three, and like play Ice Nova. Just do Ice Nova and instantly kill everything around you.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this feels... this is like really stable. Like
stabil. Yeah, but target location, you have to still aim.
Yeah.
I would play Shockwave Totem with this.
But you can also... you can just like use a spell and fire 2 additional projectiles too.
I don't love that.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one you could be thinking of playing. I mean, yeah. I like I like this too very much. Maybe too much. It's too good.
Yeah, too good for you.
Okay, the Puppeteer. This is one of those minion. It's so much words that I don't understand.
You wanna hear them?
Yes.
This is the last class.
No,
we're not gonna bother with the science bullshit. No.
Yes, we're gonna take the last.
Because I will take another hour and I won't do it.
Okay, I can talk a bit about it fast.
Yeah. Okay. Enervating presence. Nearby enemy monster have at least 20% of life reserved. Does that mean that they have 20% less life?
Yes.
That's super good, like Culling Strike.
Yeah, it's good. That with Culling Strike.
Marination. Gain 20% of maximum life as extra energy shield. Minions gain 20% maximum life as energy shield.
That's really good. If you're playing life and energy shield, I guess.
This one though, minion base attack critical strike chance is equal to the of your main hand weapon, and they are aggressive. That's very good. You want them to be aggressive to play it with minions.
Yeah, especially if you play like if you want to play like golems that have are like defensive in nature.
Yeah.
From the start. If you're playing like spamming golems somehow.
Yeah. Half your strength is added to your minions. You have 25% increased strength.
But this one, isn't there like some boots? No, there's a helmet that gives you more zombies the more strength you stack. And there's also boots that grant you like only one permanent skeleton that gets stronger the more strength you have.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, there are some like strength minion stuff. Yeah, okay. So that's cool. I mean, they get a lot of strength if you have a lot of strength.
Yeah. For each nearby corpse, 1% increased movement speed. Raise zombie does not require a corpse. Your raise zombies count as corpses.
Whoa.
So you have at least 8 movement speed with your zombies then.
Yeah, and then you have that helmet that grants you another zombie for every 500 strength you have. And you have 4,000 strength.
2,000 strength.
Okay, but I mean, it kind of combines with the strength thing at least. If you play that unique, voodoo mask. If I remember what it was called, maybe I can just search zombies. But yeah, okay, continue.
Your minions spread poison cloud on death, dealing 30% of their maximum life as chaos damage per second.
30%?
But they won't ever die, so it won't matter if you're not killing them yourself.
Yeah.
Somehow. 4 levels to all raise zombie gems. 25% increased zombie size.
Even more zombies.
Yeah, at least the zombie gems.
Yeah.
It's like level of the game.
Yeah, but I mean like more skills with zombie stuff.
But this is where it gets fun. Listen to this. Weapons you animate create an additional copy.
Mm-hmm.
Like an animate weapon is a fun build, and this makes it very much easier to play.
Like I have tried to understand animate weapon, but I don't.
You make a weapon on the ground fight for you.
But like, do you need to throw out a unique item or something?
No, not unique. Like it's just regular like shit items, white items.
Okay.
And animated guardian deals 25% increased damage per animated weapon. So if you have 10, 20 animated weapons, your guardian will deal a lot more damage.
But is the guardian the one where you need to give him a lot of items?
Yeah, lots of good items, very expensive.
If it is destroyed, is the items destroyed too?
Yes.
But I hate that skill.
Yeah, I love it when it works.
Okay, you love it. Okay.
We're not done though. Animated minions, including the guardian, and the weapons that you do, deal splash damage.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
We're not done.
Okay.
Defenses of items attached to your animated guardian also apply to your animated weapons.
That's really good.
So they are more survivable. Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah,
but it won't work in Ruthless because there's so little loot.
Yeah, you have to play this with like white items.
Yeah. Not only is the Guardian impossible to make good, you can't. There's not enough white items on the ground to animate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And okay, there are more. You can apply additional curse. Hexes transfer to all enemies within 3 meters. When hexed enemy dies.
Yeah, that's good. I think.
Nearby. Yeah, that's it basically.
This is a minion class, at least. This is a minion.
Yes, one can say
a zombie class.
I would play it as animate the weapon of self-reflection is a animate weapon gem. So it animates the weapon that you're wielding. And so if you're wielding a really strong weapon, you can self-reflect animate that one. And buff your cool like Guardian that will just go and insta-kill everything. Is my hope.
But like,
and they are aggressive as well.
If you also give your strength to your minions, do they also do they gain life? Yeah, that's good. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, and the poison cloud, because the animate weapons die easily, they can. Yeah.
But
I think this is a good Ruthless build somehow.
Would you start with this one? Wouldn't that be a bit?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That feels like for me. That feels really hard starting with this one. But maybe you're just playing zombies in the beginning.
Yeah.
But you can't respec in Ruthless. So yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's the last one. No,
we're not. I can't be around for the Cyan. I'm sorry.
Why don't you like this one? Is it too many?
Because Cyan is not a real class. It came after closed beta. Fuck it.
This is one I'm gonna play. Okay, we don't have to talk about it.
But you can. We can talk about what we're gonna play, and then I gotta go.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna play. What do you wanna play? If you had to choose now.
I will play. Okay, I think I'm 90% sure I'm gonna do the easy peasy Daughter of Ushabi.
Yes.
Because in Ruthless, I want the first node to be maximum movement speed.
Yeah.
60% all res.
Yeah.
Increased maximum life and double defenses. Because in early Ruthless you don't have any gems.
This feels
anyway.
No, exactly. This feels so good.
So, yeah, you will auto clear the campaign from this node alone. And that feels very worthwhile.
Yeah.
And then when I finally find, first of all, I need to find a wand that's not sucky.
Yeah.
And then second of all, I need to find the support game Sacred Wisps. Finding the support game alone can take a while. And when I have those two...
Is that a new support game that everyone can have? Or Sacred Wisps? Okay.
Yeah, but it only works on wands. Wand attacks.
But you wanted to play Kinetic
last.
That's
which is a wand attack.
That's an attack skill. Are you gonna stack evasion rating with this or not?
If I find the Queen of the Forest, I might.
Because then the next ascendancy feels pretty good too.
The one attack damage per evasion rating.
I mean.
Yeah, but I won't take that one. I will go the shrine route and gain both the shrines.
Okay.
Because triggered level 20 lesser shrine when you kill an enemy.
That's good. But you have to
very
press
good.
it. I think it spawns a shrine. Or do you think do you think you get the buff automatically?
I think I get it automatically. I think so. But yeah, I don't know. The other one is gain a random shrine buff every 10 seconds. So I will have lots of shrine buffs.
Yeah.
So I will be super fast because I will have movement speed on the boots, movement speed on the because I don't have any gems in my shoes, and I will have movement speed from a shrine.
Yeah.
And if I do get Queen of the Forest, I will get movement speed from lots of evasion rating.
Yeah.
And
I
just
feel
kill
that
everything with my secret wisps.
this feels like a really good starting character, I think. Especially the Oath of the Magi is like auto-completing the Ruthless campaign.
Yeah.
Basically. With the resistance as a life and movement speed. I mean, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's either that one or the noob trap one, like Molten Strike of the Zenith with reverted rest and triple damage,
Like,
just for fun.
Molten Strike of Zenith is the only thing different from the normal one, that it gets stronger on every 5th hit or something.
Yeah, and you must have a 200 weapon.
Okay, so that's
so it's kind of slow.
Right, I understand. Yeah.
And the multi-strike doesn't help with, like, multi-strike doesn't count as 2 attacks.
Yeah, so you have to have like faster attacks and things like that.
Yeah, and I tried it a few leagues ago, not in Ruthless. I played it like a normal league, and it was I couldn't get it fast enough to feel good even then. So.
But the good thing about that is you can also like there are like at least 2 other ways or something on the tree near duelist to get more like triple damage and double damage with 2-handed weapons.
That's true.
So I think there's like you can like continue that theme a bit. And the good thing about that build, I think, is you don't have to travel anywhere. Like the Gambler with Molten Strike, it feels like you go to the Marauder like part of the tree. And it doesn't force you to like go to the other side to take. I don't know. But that's the same with Dotro Shabi. I mean, you're just playing a projectile attack skill. So that's pretty perfect for where the ranger starts too.
Yeah.
And okay. So that's your. I wonder
that's
which
one of those.
Could you change your mind in like when you're making the character?
No, not that late. But I might change my mind the same day, but not while I'm making it. So how about you?
Yeah, but I was thinking about Antiquarian, but I wanted
what skill?
Yeah, I wanted to play Cobra Lash, but it doesn't really fit with this class. Yeah, I don't know. It was a ward, and then it's like the ward thing, but then you have to play what you call the expedition to get all those items. I mean, that's a fun. I guess that's a fun. It's kind of fun to know what you're playing for, in some way, and you also get it from the settlers. You can get the ward things from the settler boats also. But then I don't know at all. But I'm such a loser in the way that I want to play what no one else plays. So it's like I feel like I want to like listen in to what people think is the worst one. Kinda. So I don't know.
You can play anything you want, just not aristocrat. Please.
But
please.
Why don't you like aristocrat? I think it's kind of nice.
I already told you
that you think
you can listen to this episode.
It's like
if you want to know.
It's like but that's the thing you always said. Do you want 5 passive skills or do you want the mayors? The one that you are gonna take. That just gives you.
I want you. Like if I can choose.
I think Polytheist is the one that I would enjoy the most as a first character. Just playing a tanky, like maybe stacking like charges a bit, or like doing the things that you gain like damage and stuff from having charges. The mastery nodes. And playing like attack damage without Yeah, I think polytheist with just like some attack build, like no spells, obviously, with the life and charges, maybe.
Yeah. There will be probably a few hundred to play Ruthless.
Yeah.
Like, there won't be enough people to even level 80 with each of these.
No, exactly. No, maybe not. Yeah, and there will be even less, maybe. Do you think there will be less people playing this league than a normal league?
Yep. Yes, for sure.
Okay, so Ruthless will be like us and 38 more people or something.
Yeah, probably. Like, the normal guys will be here, and us.
But okay.
There won't be any new people.
Okay, but listen, this feels like the best for me. 30% more attack damage, for 300 maximum life, and the charges. Like, just thinking about those three, and having like a really, like, just a strength-based attack damage character, basically. Feels pretty stable, I think. That's one thing, but yeah, I don't know. I think, but the tree is going to be the same, like the skill tree. So basically, right now we know what you can play, what you can like. You can build your character now, basically, if you wanted to.
If I could choose for you, I would force you to play Shockwave Totem with that Devout of Lunaris and Devout of Ralakesh.
What ascendancy?
From Polytheist.
Oh, Polytheist. But what about Harbinger?
Yeah, it would be fun to see you play Harbinger, actually, like, because neither me, you, or anyone else know what it does.
Okay,
so...
but the last thing before we say goodbye, we have to look what Summon Greater Harbinger even does.
Yeah, I know what some of them do. They're like less global cooldown, less.
Okay, it's
random bullshit.
Okay, the minion. It's a minion that will. How long does it last? Okay, it gives you. I mean, does it grant Summon Greater Harbinger? I guess it's up for all the time, and every 6 seconds it grants you a buff. So basically, you choose which kind of buff you want. And the way this is like a minions character is because they also grant the aura to all your minions, I guess. So then you can play minions with this, kinda. Okay, but I don't know. But I will. I think we will do another one of these. Maybe. Do you think in a month after we played, or do you think?
After the league it would be great fun.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a really short one after like 2 weeks in or something, maybe. Or 1 week in. Maybe.
Instead of playing, I don't think so.
No, maybe. I'm just saying a really short one.
When I bald and quit, I can do.
Okay, we can tell people when we're 1 week in, we can tell people what we're playing. Okay.
Yep.
In a really short episode. Okay, but that's it for this time. I'm looking forward to playing. I will have a lot less time than I usually have. So, but that's just. I think when you know. So
maybe just 2 level 80 characters this time.
Yeah, but maybe, and also, if you know that beforehand, I think it's easier. But because then it's like, maybe I'm gonna play for a month. Basically, I know that I'm gonna play for a month and level it instead of feeling like. Because sometimes I feel like if you miss the start of a league and you're not prepared for it, it feels like you missed the whole league. But now I know I'm gonna miss the start, kinda. So
you'll just get 3 uniques.
Yeah, 3 uniques from you.
Yeah.
But that's it for this time. So do you want to say something? Listen to Lakeys' other podcast that I will link. If you like.
Crusade. Play tabletop games instead.
Yeah, instead of sitting in front of the computer all day. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.